Alrighty, everybody. It is officially time for our global first exclusive LD belonging to Balthier. This dude right here, right next to Ramza, just dropped. Well, officially. By the way, what's going on, you guys? It's your guy, Senpai Rai. And, well, we are here on a mission with extremely limited resources. We need the Excalibur still. That and obviously Balthier's LD. We did get his EX whenever it first came out. It completely maxed out. It's already an EX plus weapon. Good to go. I just need the LD. Because a lot of people are kind of disappointed with Balthier. They were kind of expecting a doomsday type of character that would just murk everything in God's creation. But not exactly the case with him. I mean, he's more of a support type of character. He has the ability to remove debuffs, to steal them. And interesting, whenever you do get his LD, it has a nice ability to remove all debuffs, but more on that in a little while. So let's check the draw info for everybody's viewing pleasure right about now. For the burst, if we were to use tickets, it would be a 1% chance, but we're going the let's go the 3% route using diamonds. But also we need the LD for Balthier at 5% or 0.5% or 5%. Those are officially the rates. Now, let's check out all the things we cannot do, which specifically is pity. 500 G tokens for the Excalibur and 300 G tokens for Balthier's unique LD weapon. Both of those seem like a far cry right about now, not even joking. But with just under 35k rubies, diamonds, let's go. Not wasting any time, throwing caution to the wind. Hopefully this will not Kuja me. And what I mean by that is, similar situation, had about halfway to pity. I at least caught Kuja's LD, did not catch his epic burst weapon. Sad face, apparently. But, again, for this account, I have been playing pretty much since it began, and I am a free-to-play player in this game. Not even joking. Like, the only mobile game where I'm not a free-to-play player, apparently. But I take a little bit of pride in that. I do. My account, I'll take an LD or a burst. One can always dream. Either one, I won't complain. I'm not the type to complain, Banner. Just hook me up. Change? Can we get it? There we go. Not looking good for our hero. I know what that means. Yes. Ramza! Final Fantasy Tactics in the house! Mob. There it is. Officially in the inventory, this weapon right here. Excalibur. Now I can use Ultima. I can, as Ramza. That's a thing that has been unlocked officially. So, let me do a recap right after this final pull. And, give me the LD. I was going to say, I'm going to show you all how I pulled the, I can't even think right now. I'm putting together the situation. I got Ramza's LD last week. I'll just show you like a 10-second clip of that. And then we will jump back into the banner, throw caution to the wind, and hopefully, dear God, hopefully obtain the LD if it's not right here, but it's right here, isn't it? No. Okay. So Ramza recap with the LD and then going for Balthier's LD. Let's take that route, everybody. Come on. When Freya was a 35 CP legend back in the day, still surviving whenever EXs were yet another Ruin Blade. But yeah, I am a pretty big fan of Final Fantasy Tactics. I still believe I have the original copy on the PlayStation 1. And that was one of my favorites alongside Ogre Tactics. Remember whenever, well, the way I had Ramza dressed as the main character, he was a knight class towards the end of the game, and I would switch him with the ninja passive where you could equip 2 of the main weapon, and since he was a knight class already, he would be able to equip 2 great swords. Okay. Oh, please be gentle. Oh, make it hurt so good, baby. There we go. Smile. Officially, Ramza's LD, the ice brand, is in the inventory. Back right here. We're going in with tickets first, so it's 1 out of every 200 for tickets, or a straight up 5% chance, 1 out of 20 if we were to go in with diamonds. And we have 50 tickets even to do the impossible. So 50, what that's like, an eighth of a chance, 1/8 chance, yeah. So it's 12.5% chance if we were to burn through all these tickets. But we are brave on this channel now and forever, especially on banners, especially if we are free to play, and we could be completely wrecked in a half a second. Oh, I got Balthier's weapon, his 15 CP, F with your boy. Good lord, please. I just need the LD. Watch it throw me another burst weapon. I'm so happy that I waited after getting that LD to not go deeper into that previous banner. God, it would be heartbreaking to get a dupe burst weapon. It absolutely would be. It's happened once, I believe, with Noctis. Okay, potential. Yes! And capitalized on. That's what I'm talking about. Now, well, what happens next is I'm going to have to grind all of Balthier and Ramza's boards, get their weapons moderately maxed out, and let me show you a preview of their new skill set. And we are officially back to tackle the King Cactar. And as y'all see, Ramza's boards are 100% complete, alongside Balthier right over here, as everybody can see. And let me click on Ramza one more time to show you the different spheres. First, I have this one right here, which grants the party 20% of individual initial brave when granting a buff once per turn. And of course I have Waka's sphere as well, which raises the party's max brave and attack by 2%. So, that being said, let me also show you what kind of arts I'm working with for Mr. Ramza. Max brave 200 and Mighty Esquire, attack 108, Mighty Esquire 2-star, attack plus 65, and Mighty Esquire 1-star. So yes, I have a few boards to grind, but other than that, he is maxed out, minus high armor, cough. Lafinia is, tiresome. It is. And resources are kind of wanting at this stage in the game, but also Balthier is all as well on his part maxed out, and I have 2 attack and max braves. But check this out, I want the initial brave max plus 330, but I settled for the max brave plus 330 and break speed up just because I did not have the extra space. I need to unlock more CP, so I have 2 max braves plus 330 and attack 108s, which are semi-permanent as of now as far as Balthier's artifacts. So 2 out of 3 as far as being perfect goes. But you got to go, Daily Mark. King Cactar, quest level 120. Was there ever a time when that, yes there was. There was a time when that was difficult. I think EXs were king at that point. Or maybe 35 CP was king. And yes, they used to have banners with only 35 CPs back in the day. But let's start off by using Balthier's Tides of Fate LD right now. And Balthier really shines when he's going up against multiple enemies, not really against single target units. And again, people were expecting a end-all destroyer of worlds type of character. Not the case with Balthier, but he does have some unique niches as well. But for now, let's click on Ramza's burst right this very second so I can give you all a visual. Let's start out with Icebrand, Storming Winter, and that's a really good one. It does so much. It launches, it delays, it does so much. It puts a special buff called Sunset Leaf, and look at all this extra buff. Oop. Oh no, I didn't hit the attack button quick enough. You try to be cool, and the S hits the fan in the most spectacular way sometimes. But yeah, for the special buff, the Sunset Leaf Flute, it raises the party's initial brave and brave overflow, which is kind of nice. And also, after I do the burst in a second, it will raise the initial brave, max brave, and attack of the party by 5% per buff, going up to a 90% increase on his stats. Or on the party stats. It's crazy. And it also furthermore increases max brave damage by 2% per buff, which is equal to what, 3600% increase in damage? Yeah, it's kind of powerful. But let's check this out. Okay, grants party brave burst on attack, moderately restores party's HP, which is good since the rework. Does not consume turn rate, but it does in this burst mode. For the yep, it does consume a turn in this burst mode. Of course it will. It's a burst. For the HP attack, it also does consume a turn in burst mode, but as y'all see, it would not otherwise add to the turn count if this was regular combat and we were outside of burst mode, apparently. But right now, let's see what all the hype is about. Ultima attack. You're only like the 5th or 6th character at least to have a final attack called Ultima. After all, this is Final Fantasy, and you're gonna have a flare, you're gonna have a holy, and you're gonna have an Ultima, whether it be a weapon or some type of name of a move or what have you. Alright, let me, since he's at 1%, I guess it's a blessing in disguise, because now I can use Tides of Fate, the LD, one more time to give everybody a visual. Finally exterminating King Cactuar. The land will be safe again, apparently. You should murder the dude that made that suit for you, Mr. King Cactuar. I say that. I would so rock the hell out of a gold suit and a crown. I'd go to the grocery store in that kind of fit. Tell me I'm lying. But everybody, that will be the death of King Cactuar. And also on that note, I will draw this video to a close. My final thoughts. I really do like Ramza's amazing kit. And Balthier, he's good, but again, he wasn't what a lot of people were expecting. But he does add a bunch of cool things, being the global first LD weapon. He's pretty good, but Ramza is... I have history, again, playing Final Fantasy Tactics, so I'm more biased towards Ramza. But just the fact that he has such an amazing support kit, and again, since the rework, he now has healing in his kit, and a whole bunch of utility, yeah, my choice of the litter would obviously be him. So, on that glorious note, everybody, I will end this video. What a journey it has been. And with all that being said, I hope that everybody's pulls go well. Leave in the comments how y'all did. And like, and of course, subscribe if you haven't done so yet. But again, to everybody in the world, this has been your guy, Senpai Rai. And may the Final Fantasy gods be with you all. Ha. Was that too corny? I don't care, I'm keeping it. That's how I'm ending it. Later, everybody.